Okay, so I've had enough requests. I'm going to tie up my little, I call it the TnMC, thread and micro chenille, little nymph that I've been using 70 denier for the thread. I've got the mustad, size 16, 3 extra heavy, 2 extra long hook. It's a nymph sprout hook. And you tie this guy up pretty small. Now you notice I got an extra piece of thread sticking out here. Show you how that works in a second, but I'm going to get the thread started, do a few forward wraps, come back, get a hold of that. I'm going to take this, I've got a regal set in here, so I'm going to take this, go around the knob, come up on your side, hold that thread up so it's staying running down both sides. I'm going to take this and pull this back over the top center. Now I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this back to the bend in the hook. Don't worry about the exact placement of those 3 threads. I'll show you why on that in just a minute. But wrap it clear back down into the bend, then I'm going to bring it forward. Wrap up to what should be the start of the thorax. Okay? Now here's where the micro chenille comes in handy. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to lay this backwards. I'm going to put the nub here so it's facing out towards the bend in the hook. Do a couple of good wraps on that. And then just wrap forward up into the open space I left for this final finish off. You pull this forward real snug. Hold it so it stays on top. Get a couple 3 binding wraps on it to hold on to it real well. Cut this off. Okay, now I can just do a finished head wrap on it. Now I cheat when I do the head wraps. I don't use head cement because I don't like what it does to the eyes. You pull that down. Now, I'm going to do my first half a dozen wraps. And I'm not pulling very solid on the thread. I'm going to take that, I'm going to do another half dozen over the top of those. Now I get the thread, wrap it around my fingers, pull up over the top, pull it back towards me, pull it down, pull it away until it breaks. That leaves a little bit of fuzzy sticking out the bottom. Trim that off. Now I'm going to take these threads back here. I'm going to pull that out so I get it loose. Take these threads back here. You ever notice when you're trying to show somebody something, things always go wrong? Clip that back in. I'm going to pull that back here, oh, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And clip those off. And you can see it's a real fancy fly. Real complicated. And there's what the finished fly looks like. It's just a simple little nymph that tends to live in the waters, apparently, because last time I fished it, I caught fish all over the place on this one. That's the little TnMC nymph.